We're in today with the GeForce FX 5600 XT. This is a 2003 video card with 4 pixels and 2 vertex. It's got 128 megabytes of DDR, it's 64 bits bus width, DirectX 9 of course, running at 234 megahertz on the core clock with 133 megahertz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this Intel Core 2 Quad Extreme QX6850. I'm gonna see how it's running with 4 cores and 4 threads. Two things. One is the GPU, it's an FX 5600 XT that theoretically it shouldn't run really well because of that 64 bits bus width. And two is this QX6850, because last time I had this CPU, last time I tested the CPU, the CPU was running on 2.3 gig, had the multiplier on 9. Now it's on 13 and it's running on 3.3 gig. This is the maximum I can put on the CPU, because the moment I put on 14 on the multiplier, the whole computer doesn't boot up and it blue screens everything. It goes sideways. So I'll stick with 13 on 3.3 because it's much better than 2.3, and I'm gonna see in the future how this CPU is working. So the original frequency for the CPU is 3000 megahertz, and now it's on 3.3. So it's better than the original state that I had the CPU. And I tested the CPU and the cooler, and it was running around 65 degrees. You know what? Let's jump in a couple of games and see how the whole system is running.
You've got to complete some specific events to complete your deal. You see the X icons? That's them. Get over there and tear it up. I'll talk to you later.
I have to take a look at two things. One is the CPU temperature and how is the load spreaded. You remember last time played Underground when 2.3 gig on the clock, it was bottlenecking in one core. Now look at the clocks. Everything it's uniform. It's like every single clock it's working, and it's on 30% load. That's one, that the CPU is working, the temperature is okay, and I see the 3.3 gig on the clock. It just, yeah, I'm getting there with this computer. Now the second stage of this, it will be to find better memory for this computer. On the video side, let's see how we're doing. Options, display, 800 by 600 with low details, not minimal, low details, and I think it's all gone because it's 47 FPS and I don't want to stress it. Kind of cool to see this computer on, kind of cool to see the whole system running like this, because shows me the true potential this computer has. I actually forgot about the FX 5600 XT, but with this opportunity I get to install multiple GPUs in the future, and I will have no problem, because I felt a couple of times like I put a video card in this PC and the video card is not utilized at maximum performance. You know, it's like, what the heck is going on? Because I want this GPU to run properly, and I'm being bottlenecked by a CPU that theoretically should run 2 times or 3 times better than this. All right, let's jump into FlatOut and see how it's running. Oh my god, it's lagging. 20 FPS. Oh my god, I should have put it on lower detail. This is not okay. Ooh. I put it on 1024 with 16 bits with low details, and apparently the game doesn't run properly. Why? Can't believe that this is lagging. The CPU is lagging. Oh my god, I've seen 1 or 2 cores that are 100% load. Damn, Daniel, is the CPU lagging or the GPU? I don't know, hard map, but I need more FPS in order to win this game. Let's try again. On 800 by 600, let's see, 30 FPS at least. If I don't have 30 FPS, I'm nothing in this game, seriously. Whoa, this FX apparently is lagging. But it's got 73 megabytes. Oh my god, oh, let's try again. 73 megabytes of VRAM used. That's actually good. Something's fishy, you know. 26 FPS in this game with this quad-core CPU. I can actually see a couple of cores that are lagging, not lagging 100%, reaching 100% in this game. Overall, the system is doing fantastic. I'm very proud of it. But in this situation with this game, I think the GPU is the one that is lagging, you know. So I can't complain about the CPU. No, Pizdiec, you wanna take my lap now? All right, let's jump into Colin McRae and see how it's working. Let's see, 30, 40 FPS. It's working, you know. It's on low details with 640 and it's kind of hard to do this. Do I appreciate how the game is performing in the system? Yeah, 35 FPS. Not the brightest, not the best performance from this video card, you know. I was expecting this video card not to be good. I remember buying this video card in a job lot and I was expecting it not to work. You know, so I bought it untested and I don't think I will regret buying it because it was very cheap, you know, the whole pack. That when I bought the video card, it was cheap. I love this idea of this video card. I love this system, how it's performing now. I like this core, how it's holding now. 3.3 gig. It's kind of cool for this CPU to work like this. In the future, I will put different video cards to see how this CPU is holding. So can't wait to test more video cards with this computer because it's kind of cool now. Let's jump into Harry Potter and see how it's working. I think this system can actually push the game. It's kind of interesting to see this video card and this CPU running on 40 FPS. 40 FPS is the average apparently in this system. I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing it's okay, it's not that bad, and I get the opportunity to see this video card running good. It's utilizing the VRAM, so this is the first game that is utilizing the GPU's VRAM, 124 megabytes of VRAM, hence why I think this is the one that is lagging. I'm getting my money's worth with this game, seriously, when it comes to performance, because it's utilizing the video card properly, and I like it. I really like how it's working, seriously. The overall experience in this game with this hardware, it's fantastic. The CPU is doing the job, the GPU is doing the job. I only got 747 megabytes of system RAM. That's not bad. And on the GPU side, it's using maximum VRAM. Seriously, 125 megabytes of VRAM utilized. That's exactly what I need from a game. Harry Potter and the Chambers of Secret is one of those games that is utilizing AGP video cards really nice. Seriously, in this occasion, kind of good, you know. So I really appreciate it. Even it's on 40 FPS, don't judge the game, you know, it's got 25 ms, but it's utilizing properly the GPU. Let's jump in Hellgate London and see how the game is performing. 18 FPS, oh my god, I have a problem. Stop butchering my CPU. I give it 3.3 gig of on the frequency, 100% load. Look at this. Listen, banana. On low details, what do you want me to do now? 1024. I don't have a lower detail. It's from the CPU? I don't know, seriously. I don't know if it's from the CPU. Kind of horrible experience. Hopefully I can blame it on the GPU because it makes no sense on the CPU side. 44 megabytes of VRAM used only, so yeah, this is hardcore lagging. Look at this. But the system RAM is used, so that's an indication that the CPU is maxed out. Very curious. Do you think the CPU is lagging? Last time I put it at 2.3 gig, you know, the frequency of the CPU, it was 100%. Now it's 3.3 gig, the frequency on the CPU, and it's still 100%. But now the GPU, it's, I mean, I know the GPU is bananas, so I can't complain, you know, about the video card because I know it lags, you know. It's got 64 bits bus width only, you know. So in this situation, I think having 30 FPS in this game, it's a luxury. Let's see how Morrowind is working with 800 by 600. I think I'm on 800 by 600. I can put lower. View distance is super near because it will help with the performance, and the real-time shadows is off. It's working, you know, so 33 FPS. This is one of those games that actually works over 30 FPS. Doesn't use the VRAM. The CPU, it's on 30-40% load. Apparently only a couple of only a couple of cores it's been utilized. But if you want to play the game, you have the opportunity with 30 FPS. That's really important. There are some situations you get like 40 FPS, but yeah, don't get your hopes high because it doesn't happen that much. So Morrowind, does it work? Yeah, it's working. You know, it's not that bad when it comes to how shall I say, performance, you can actually see that the core of the GPU, it's not delivering enough power. It's not delivering enough performance to say this is enjoyable, you know. It's not even mid-range. Mid-range, I think it's 128 bits. This is 64 bits. I'll put it on entry level, if you're asking me. 64 bits, nah. No, that's where you belong. Entry level. Okay, let's jump into Quake and see how the system is holding. I want to see 1024, 30 bits. Let's put it on 16 bits because I'm afraid about this GPU. 1024 and see like this how it's working. First time I'm seeing a game that is working with this video card. Yeah, definitely we need games like this. I'm not gonna lie, it's working really nice. The VRAM it doesn't use the VRAM, so 40 megabytes of VRAM, it's not something that you say, oh, look at this video card, how nice it's working. No, it doesn't use nothing, seriously. CPU not utilized, barely any CPU used here. 30% load on the CPU. Yeah, not that much. This is the first video card that I seen dropping under 90 FPS. Now it's on 30, 20, sometimes it's lagging and the frame time is just kind of horrible. Ideal will be to put the video card in such a good position so it doesn't drop below 91 FPS. Give me the win. One frag left. Well done, video card. I want to suggest games that actually uses this video card because that 128 megabytes of VRAM with 64 bits bus width, it's not quite good. You know, the clock on the GPU, the clock on the core is not powerful enough. Only 4 pixels and 2 vertex, and the video card, it's I would put it on an entry level if it makes any sense. Something with 128 bits bus width will be ideal, and the experience will be much better. I remember having in 2003 I had Riva TNT or something like that, and I would really like to see how that video card compared to this one. Regardless, I think it's a good video card if you find it cheap. The only thing I want to do now is put a video card that can challenge that CPU and maybe see how it's performing at 3.3. Disregarding that and coming back to this FX, I will say it needs to be cheap. It's okay. It's a normal video card. It's a normal AGP video card, and not that performant, not very unique, and yeah, it's okay to have it in an old machine.